Dojo. I'm your host, Willie the Bam Johnson, along with my lovely family, my wife, Kimberly Johnson, my son, Marco the Answer Johnson, and my two precious jewels, Messiah Johnson and Zarion Johnson, a part of our Dojo Kids crew. We're here to empower you, get you going, motivating you with the principles, concepts of martial arts as a lifestyle inside the dojo.
We here, kick for limbs event this year. Yeah, it's $2 to Bam Johnson. You know, we bring you the Fuyah magazine geared towards youth to empower them and help them overcome all the obstacles that's going on in the world. We here, we want to just give you a nice little interview. You know, a up-and-coming great UFC fighter. He's going to give you a brief introduction on what he's doing, some of the things he have done to get to this point, and we bring you here with the Fuyah. Talk to us. Talk to the kids.
Hi, my name's Ronald Mann. I'm 35 years old. 10 years ago, just out of the military, I lost my leg in a motorcycle accident. At that time, I didn't have any rehabilitation, and so I just started going back to martial arts school. I'd been in the Taekwondo team in America in the military, and then when I got out, I started doing kickboxing. I lost my leg. I had nothing else to fall back on except the martial arts. So I went from school to school, and everybody was turning me down. They didn't realize because of my leg that I would still be able to compete and train just like anybody else. Well, we developed this leg here. So if you don't mind me showing it to you real quick. This is the leg we developed for fighting. And you can see it's very well padded and safe for all the competitors. This is a sport that we're doing. This is a way of life. We'll make sure it's safe for everybody. So we developed this leg especially for fighting that I use when I go ahead and kickbox. And I finally found a school that let me train with them. But they told me right when I started, they said, you're either going to do everything that we do, and you're going to do it like we do, and train as hard as we do, or you can go home. And that was the best thing I could have had in my life at that time. That's what I needed. I need somebody to tell me I need to be strong and positive. After coming through that, I decided a couple years later to start kickboxing. I snuck in my first kickboxing tournament because nobody let me fight. I wore long pants. When I got done, I won the match by knockout. I went out to the middle of the ring, took my leg off and raised it above my head, and the crowd went silent. And then I realized what it was, and everybody's crazy. And after that, I never had to sneak in a tournament again. I've done mixed martial arts events. I've fought 10 times. I'm 6-4 against all able-bodied people. No special adaptive rules. We want to fight. We're fighters. Everybody that comes out here, everybody that trains in the martial arts is a fighter on the inside. And we do everything to the best of our abilities. It doesn't mean that we do everything the same, but we do it to the best of our abilities. And then we're created as equals. That's when we're equal. We train as hard as everybody else does. And so we're out here with a kicking for kids who can't, kickathon, trying to raise money for kids who can't and don't have money for prosthetics. And then Tuesday, I'm actually going to Walter Reed to go ahead and work the soldiers that come back as well. So we can get these kids right back on track, make them strong, and make them healthy. So,
You know, one of the things, this is a true story. My first karate tournament, I went into, I was going up for first place. The person I had to fight for first place had no legs. Back, they used to have, I forgot, it was like Entertainment Tonight, and they had this guy on Entertainment Tonight. He had played on the railroad tracks, and the train had cut off all his legs. When I seen this guy in this ring, I was like, ain't no way I can fight this guy. You know, and I had all these stereotypes.
Right.
True story. He almost beat me. I mean, it was like I had so much respect. And I guess the whole purpose of what we do here for the youth is to say once again, when you got the spirit, the power of something beyond anything that a human being can give you, can't nothing stand in your way. Can't nobody give you what you don't already got. And we prime examples of it. It's in your heart and your soul, and don't let nobody stand in your way. I'm telling you.
You'll make yourself strong again. It doesn't matter what you have to overcome in your life. Everybody has difficulties. We all have our own crosses to bear. We all have our own load that we have to carry. You will become strong again. You will make something for yourself. If you want it bad enough, you will make something for yourself.
That's right. Fuyah. See ya. Thank you, man. I'm gonna let you meet my wife. My son will bring it when you get a chance to come over to the table. Okay. And I mean, we're gonna do whatever we can do to get you coming next year.
Like I said, especially a martial artist, very talented instructor. We're very fortunate to have him working with us, and he's gonna put the smackdown on me today. I'll last as best I can, but I'm not sure what we can do. I lost my leg 10 years ago, motorcycle accident. I didn't have anything when I lost my leg, no insurance. All I had was the martial arts. And so I went to a couple different schools, and they turned me down. They said, no, you can't train with this. It's too much of a liability. Finally, I found a school that would let me train Laredo's cross trainers in Lansing, Michigan. The first thing they said to me, though, was if you're going to train here, you're going to train just like us, as hard as we do, and you're going to push yourself to the end of the limits. If not, you can go home. And that's exactly what I needed. Inside, we're all fighters. Inside, we all have our crosses to bear. We all have our weights that we have to take along with us. Everybody does, able-bodied and disabled. We train and we fight as hard as we can every single day of our life. That's what makes us equal. Not everybody can be a professional fighter. Not everybody can be a professional running back. Not everybody can be a school teacher. We all do what we can to the best of our abilities. That sets us free. It's that moment in time where we're pure and we're clean. That's when we're all truly able-bodied and we're all capable of doing anything that we want in this life. So we're going to do a real quick sparring demonstration. I'd like Sergio to talk real fast for just a minute if you'd like to.
Hello everyone, I want to say thank you for all you for coming out. Thank you for coming in and supporting this great event that we're doing, race funds for the kids. As for me and Ron, man, it's got to say it's quite an experience. I've been used to sparring able-bodied people my whole martial arts career, but to see someone with a disability like this, no leg and limbs, just continuing to fight is quite an inspiration. Throughout the years you hear as an instructor excuses why people don't want to train, they don't have time, or they're out of shape, or they're too old. The one that I never thought would catch me by surprise was I have no leg. And even still, when I met the man that has no leg, he still continues to train and continue to inspire. And it's just so great to see such a man with such determination. It's really quite an inspiring event, and I'm so glad to be a part of it. I want to thank Broad Man for making me a part of this, and Jenna, who started this whole Kicking for Kids Who Can't. So I hope you guys have a great time and a great show, and take something from this, that anything is possible. Really, really, anything is possible. If you just put your mind and heart to it, you can't let anything stop you, especially disabilities like these. I just want to thank you guys all and say that. Thank you.
And hopefully I won't wake up a couple minutes later in the ER somewhere.
Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Time!
You, that man, destroy this board. Save the world. High. It's got to go all the way up there and yank it down. Go. Nah, you can't stop it. Go through and hit it. Hold on. I y'all entertained. That's all it is, right? All right, so I need you to hit through this board and punch that tiger in the face, just like this. Boom. Can you handle that? All right, ready? Let's go. Got it. Go up high to the sky. Jacob, up high to the sky and down hard. Go. Oh, you almost got it. Do it again. Go. Harder. Go. Harder, Jacob. Go. Try this hand for me, buddy. Look, I want you to hit as hard as you can, okay? Open your hand this way. How about this? Open your hand flat. Give me a high five. Hard. Good. That's what I want you to do to break this board. Ready? Set. Hit it. Go. No, not that. Hit it with your hand. Go. Not like this. See these fingers? If they curl this way, You will hit the ball with your fingers. You like your fingers? Yeah. So curl your fingers back. Your thumb goes back with it, not under here, back there. Make it tight. All your fingers together. You're going to hit with this part of your hand, right here. Right here. Right there. Right there. Right there. Go! Right there. Jalen, I don't gotta show you. You better break that board. All right, ready? Go! He said, ready? Go! Go! You got Trinity, remember how you reached in that bag hard like that? Chop through that board and hit him. Ready? Trinity, you go first. Go.
Come on, yell, Trinity. You got it. You got it, Trinity. What up, girl? Oh!
All right,
You can do this, Thomas. Oh! You got this. Yell everything that you got.
The whole crew was back together. Without even realizing it, the men and the women had divided themselves into opposing teams.
Look, we both got on green shirts. We both got blue eyes.
It was a sign of things to come.
Let's go get a drink.
Please.
You could really clear a room.
Here we go, coming at you, Fooyah Magazine, y'all. The first hip-hop martial arts magazine, you know what I mean, live and direct. You know what I'm saying? We coming at you with the man. I'm gonna tell you, he the man. He the best host of the 106 in Parkland had, and that's coming to you real. You know what I'm saying? I want to commend you because you got a lot of young gentlemen out here now getting up on their game, getting up on their knowledge of hip hop. They're not just coming in, you know what I'm saying, talking about, oh, Lil Wayne's hot. You know what I mean? This is hot. Every time you come on there, you give somebody a spiritual message, you know, something positive to leave away with every time I tune in. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to tell you that first and foremost, man. Basically, I just want to ask you some questions. I mean, you you up and coming, you know what I'm saying? Just explain to them teenagers, them cats that have a dream. Because I know you had to go through the interview process, you had to go through all that to get on the show. Just explain to them, just, you know, striving for your dreams and keep going.
Just don't stop, don't take no for an answer, and don't sleep. Just work hard and just keep on going after it. That's really the formula, man. Just continue to sleep. Just look at Diddy and all the people and all the people that are making it, and they don't sleep and they work hard, and that's the same thing you got to do if you want to make it.
Right. Now, you had a lot of odds against you because there was a lot of other people, you know what I'm saying, when they was looking for new hosts of 106 in Park that was trying to get the job. So, I mean, can you just explain to them how you know what I mean, what was your formula that was different from all the other cats that was trying to move forward and you?
I just didn't take no for an answer. I got cut with auditions like 3 or 4 times, and a lot of people, once they get cut, they give up and go back to their day job. Me, I just never stopped, and God just blessed me, and I'm just in a really fortunate, blessed position right now. So I'm just really humble and excited about the opportunities that I had.
And now, you know what I mean, what is the knowledge, I mean, that you need to do a show? Most people just think you just got to know the countdown, and you know what I'm saying? They don't think that you got to be up on history, knowing who you interviewing, knowing what's going on.
You just got to research, you got to be on the web, you got to, be the pulse of the youth. You got to know what's going on YouTube and MySpace and Facebook, and you got to keep up with these websites and just know what's hip and what's trendy. You got to be in the fashion. You got to be a plethora of knowledge in just all areas, so that when you're on the show, that shines through the show. So I just try to be I just try to just absorb as much as I can, from watching CNN to reading the Source magazine. I just try to get as much knowledge as I can, so when I'm on air, I can be knowledgeable about a lot of things.
Thank you. I just want to say, how old are you?
I'm 25.
He's 25 years old. And every time they come in, I'm 23, be 24, and they always talk about our generation, you know what I mean, they call it Generation X, you know what I mean, we don't have no purpose because we're not going forward. This man was probably one of the most intelligent interviews we done had, and he came on, you know what I'm saying, came with the knowledge, came in with everything. So, coming at you, Fooyah Magazine, right here, I'm trying to tell you, he about to become the president of BET, all right?
Thank you very much. Huge records, and they're on top of the world, and then unfortunately sometimes they don't always stay around. So I've seen a lot of people come and a lot of people go, and I just wanted to see if y'all had any questions that I can answer for you guys about making it in the industry, or anything you guys might want to know. Nope. Oh, the Obama shirt? One of my friends makes them, so he sent it over for me. Been rocking it. Yes. For new artists, for longevity, my biggest tip will be just as much as you're into the music side and the performing aspect of the art, it's just as important that you get some kind of business sense as well. Like I said, so many artists come in and they just get bad deals, and they're gone so fast because they don't know anything about the business aspect. So I would do as much research as possible. There's a lot of good books. Kevin Liles has a great book on the industry. Russell Simmons does as well. Just go to your local library or even look online. It's just a plethora of different books where you can learn so much knowledge about breaking into the game and really being able to sustain some success while you're in there. So I would really just say that the business side is as or more important than the artist side. Yes, ma'am.
You work with 106 and Park. How
Yes,
can
ma'am.
independent artists get their video, I guess, shown, viewed by someone that possibly could to, not even the countdown, but maybe BET Uncut? Can we get there?
We actually don't have BET Uncut anymore. It was a little bit racy for the network, so that's one of the shows we don't do anymore. But we do have several different shows on the network, and we're really probably one of the last networks that does videos. To answer your question, we move with the trends and move with what's hot. And so my biggest advice would be to gain that respect by doing things like going through YouTube, by going through the internet. If you get a lot of friends on MySpace, if you're creating a buzz in whatever market you're in, basically if you're the man where you're from, then you're going to have a lot more leverage on getting your video played on 106 and Park. So, i.e., if you're living in Baltimore and you got the hottest record out here, we want to know that it's hot before we play it on air. So if you have a bunch of friends on MySpace, people are hitting you, people are downloading your music, people are on YouTube trying to see your video, and there's a request for you, then you have a much better chance of us playing it on our show as the new joint of the day or on any other BET show. So I would really just say getting your own marketplace to support you, and that's really the best way to get our attention. Nah, I'm the lowest man on the totem pole. For 106, I just host that show. I do some other shows on the network that I executive produce, but for 106, I'm just the host of the show. So it's basically just like BET is just like a big radio station. You know, we have a music director who goes through all the new videos and all of the new music that's played. So the person that you would contact for BET is our music director, and he would be the person that will listen to your industry. You want to make sure that you do the things that your fan base is going to appreciate. But you're absolutely right. When it comes to doing business, you have to have that business sense. When 50 or Diddy or Jay or even, you know, any of those artists sit down with their record labels, they definitely have on suits. I sat in a meeting with T.I. at Atlantic Records. He definitely had on a full business suit, and he conducts himself. And all of these artists that have the bang bang, shoot 'em, kill 'em up music are extremely articulate, and they have a great business sense. So you brought up a great point. Don't get fooled by the facade of TV, and don't get fooled by a lot of people in the industry. All that TV stuff is it's entertainment. Knowing business and knowing, all the other things that go into the industry, those are what's going to sustain your longevity. You're absolutely right. I can only agree with that. Yes?
I just want you to elaborate on how important it is to have a good lawyer. I know a lot of artists, when they're starting out, they don't always have the money, but maybe they can find some alternatives to have that legal representation because it's important.
Now, you're extremely important. Going to what I was saying about the deals, you want to make sure if you do get a deal. I mean, record deals today aren't what they was, 10 years ago. Right now, a lot of these labels are doing all-inclusive deals. So not only are they going to sign you as an artist, they're gonna have rights to your touring. They're going to have rights to your merchandise, your paraphernalia. I've even heard of your movie deals. Now the labels aren't making any money really on your album sales, so they're taking and getting money on all of your side deals as well. So to go into your point, having a good lawyer and having good people that understand the game and know the industry is going to be extremely important to your success. And then to take it one step further, all of the same books that your lawyer reads are online. So learning as much as you can about the industry is important. If you wanted to be a doctor, you would be studying health. If you wanted to be a lawyer, you would be studying law. If you wanted to go into real estate, you would take real estate classes. So if you want to get into the music business, it's very important that you understand all the things that go into the music business, and having a strong lawyer, having a strong management, all of those things are essential. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How do you still get onto BET, or just on period? Exposure period? Yeah, I mean, you can feel for me to get on TV, it was my whole life in the making. For this job, I got cut for this during auditions, I think 6 different times. I got told no. I was called corny by the first program director at BET, told I was whack, told I wasn't supposed to do it. Still told that some now. But I've been basically told no my whole life, and I just never stopped. Like, while other people would be told no and they would give up, I just kept going. I don't really sleep. Our motto is sleep is forbidden. We really don't sleep. And I just always know whatever I'm doing, there's somebody young, up and coming, trying to do it better than what I'm doing. So I just try to work harder than they work. So forever, whatever you guys are trying to do, I would just say just always keep in the back of your mind that somebody's on the back of your heels, and just continue to just strive and work for excellence. I'm very excited to be up here with this panel today. It looks like you guys are going to get a whole bunch of knowledge, and I'm just really appreciative that you guys took a couple minutes out your day to listen to anything I had to say. So I heard about this, and I just wanted to stop by and speak to you guys. So thank you so much for having me, and I hope you enjoyed this great panel, because I'm almost mad I can't stay, because I want to listen to what some of you guys got to say. So thank you guys very much. Thank you.
No human being on this planet got the strength to beat you down, or to take your heart, or to take your spirit. The only thing that can hurt you is you.
Suck it up! There you go. Come on, one arm. It don't matter. Just do it. Get it out. Don't let it break you down.
The energy that comes off this guy is just phenomenal, and it's contagious.
When you come here, you leave behind everyday worries. You know, the frustration at work. Not every day is perfect, but when you come here, you know, you leave everything behind.
I mean, everyone has their own drama, but it's nice to get away from the 7 days a week that I have at home.
Well, it's not only about the physical stuff, it's also about how to defend yourself. It's about discipline, focus.
It gives me confidence and for myself to be strong and like to not back away from anything.
In life, something's always going to be happening. You're never going to have a clear path towards success. There's going to always be something coming towards you.
Once you change your attitude in life, things start to work, in mysterious ways.
I feel strong. I respect myself. Yeah, I feel like brand new every time I walk out of here.
I love that I came to Bam's Kung Fu. If it wasn't for my dad, I probably would still be overweight and not happy.
Harder! Harder! Because the girl's not going to be hitting you on the street, the guy is. Harder!
When you hear the word the BAM, it goes beyond just the energy. It goes beyond just WMAC master. It goes to a great father. It goes to a loving husband. It goes to all those things, the things that I strive to one day be.
Go, one! Yeah,
just the embodiment of what a role model should be.
Don't you quit. Don't quit. Come on. Come on, Mr. Marvin. You know why I'm here.
I don't think they know how much they mean to me and Seth. Me as a single mom, he doesn't have a male to look up to in the household. And so when he comes home and he says, you know, Professor Bam told me I was a champion today.
Come on.
It means the world to me because he has someone that he can look up to every day when he comes into the school and say, I want to be a man just like that.
The memories that you make here are memories that will stay with you forever.